New York Giants at home week 14. If that doesn't get Blue excited, I don't have much else. They're on a 7-game losing streak.
The final score doesn't really tell you how much the Cowboys were better than the Giants today.
Taking on the visiting New Orleans Saints, who still have life, even if they're 4 games under 500.
That's what this game is about. You've got to be able to cash in when you got in the red zone and didn't do it.
Look, rules are different in the NFC South. Saints are 2 wins behind the division leaders, 5 to play, come in with a defense that seems to have a big enough advantage that it could lead the way to victory this week. Saints held court to 21 points last week. Under 24, the quote-unquote line of demarcation, 4 straight games.
The aggressive nature of the Saints playing man, and Matthew Stafford said, we're going to have to beat man. They couldn't do it.
That defense taking on the most inept offense in the NFL this season, last in scoring. Giants couldn't score 21 against a Swiss cheese Dallas defense. Drew Lock didn't spark anything up either. Maybe their fans should at this point. Lock 5.6 yards per attempt, no touchdowns, an interception, mid-60s rate. Danny Dimes, Tommy 2 cents, pop, lock, and drop it. Hasn't made much of a difference.
Winfield coming on a blitz. DeVito is sacked. He took a punishing hit up the middle.
None of those dudes on the level of Matthew Stafford, who the Saints faced a week ago. Didn't give up many yards, but 2 touchdowns, no picks, 110-plus rate allowed.
Stafford to the end zone, touchdown!
Again, 100 yards is a paltry figure, and they're top 10 in rating allowed for the year. Malik Neighbors continues to be New York's lone bright spot on offense. 8-catch, 69-yard outing versus Dallas.
A-plus throw, A-plus catch.
Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson, 10 targets combined, 22 yards combined. Saints pass rush dropped Stafford twice.
Ryan Brzee gets his 6.5 sack, and what a huge one it was.
Not a high bag figure for the year, but could climb the ladder after facing New York. 6 more sacks allowed.
Lock takes the snap, under pressure, gets sacked.
Maybe the Giants lean on their run game to keep it close. Saints gave up 104 yards, 6.9 yards per carry to Kyren Williams, a TD. There is no team worse against running backs in 2024.
Kyren Williams stays on his feet, and he is in for a Rams touchdown.
Tyrone Tracy scored versus Dallas.
They give it to Tracy, and they've got a lead for the first time since early October.
The Giants are leading?
They are.
Wow.
It's been a few since he's had a big game, though. Has 3 100-yard games on the year. This could be a big game for his counterpart, too. Saints give up 5.2 a carry to backs. The Giants give up 5. Gave up over 5 a pop to Rico Dowdle, 112 yards and a TD.
Rush out of the gun, hands it off for Dowdle. Up the middle he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alvin Kamara, the Saints' most consistent offensive player, comes in off a 112-yard game, 4.9 a run.
Kamara into Ram territory. First down for Alvin.
Saints offense, though, just 14 points versus LA last week, 5 for 15 on 3rd down, 0 for 2 in the red zone, under 23 points, 6 of their last 7.
Jared Verse with the pressure.
Nobody could get open.
Derek Carr doesn't have what you'd call an A-list of pass catchers right now, under 190 yards versus the Rams, just 5 yards per attempt, a sub-90 rate. No Chris Olave again. Taysom Hill left hurt. Not as much a Carr thing as a passing attack thing.
Backpedaling on 3rd down. Now he throws. Out of bounds.
MVS, Cedric Wilson, his options last week. Kevin Austin, none with more than 40 yards. Carr wasn't sacked on 37 pass attempts. Still hasn't been sacked twice in a game.
Derek Carr pointing to the crowd. Gets the first down.
Him and his guys don't face a terrible defense, not saying they're great, just one that's finding a hard time staying motivated. G-men, D-men only on the hook for 20 points last week. Their own offense going 3 for 12 didn't help. They held Cooper Rush to 195 yards passing, a low 80s rate.
Blitz coming. Rush. Pressured. Throws it high.
Giants need their pass rushers to end their strike soon. It's their one real strength on defense, but back-to-back weeks with 0 sacks. Giants up 17-15 all-time versus the Saints. 1967, the first time they hooked up, a good one too. This was a year where New Orleans played with Dallas, Washington, and Philadelphia in the Capital Division. The Giants were in the Century Division with Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and St. Louis. Crazy, right? Gary Cuozzo QBing for New Orleans, Fran Tarkenton for New York. Tark hits Bobby Crispino for a 4th quarter TD to win it, 27-21.